Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with the first Atakline for 2015 on this Monday, January the 5th of 2015. Hope everyone had a great holiday and a great New Year's Eve. It's been a couple weeks since I made an Atakline. I think the last time I made an Atakline was right before Christmas in 2014. And usually I don't like to make I was going to make Ataklines after the one I made on December 22nd, but usually during New Year's, between Christmas and New Year's, not a lot of shit goes down when it comes to entertainment news. It's kind of slow time. So that's why I haven't made an attack line in a couple weeks. And I was hoping to kick off this attack line by giving you my gig report. Now, I had a gig at Rhythm Point Dance Academy on the 20th of December. And I was going to have a New Year's Eve gig on New Year's Eve for this New Year's Eve party that I've regularly have DJ'd for the last 5 years in a row. But just days before the gig, about 5 days before the gig, on the day after Christmas, and I had a good Christmas, by the way. Like I said, once I had a great Christmas, I had some cool gifts for Christmas. I don't know if you can see them, but for you wrestling fans out there, got some Ultra Warrior socks, some Hulk Hogan socks, some good stuff for Christmas. Hope everyone got some good things for Christmas and a great New Year's Eve. Trying to make a good New Year's Eve out of the fact that, like I said, that 5 days after, 5 days before New Year's Eve, my gig got canceled last second because the host of the party's brother had a heart attack. So the host wanted to be by his brother's side, which is understandable. You know, I understand the reasoning, but it was kind of still disappointing me that I couldn't DJ my regular New Year's Eve party and have the year end on a good note. Because that New Year's Eve party was always one I always look forward to every year. It's a great way to end the year and a great way to wing in the new year. Because it's a slamming party. But since that party got canceled, I went to a couple of bars on New Year's Eve. Went to a place called C.J. Mahoney's in Rochester. They had a live band. The only one that had a live band. They were good. But the crowd was kind of... I like a lot of energy in crowds. That's why I like DJ. I like to DJ in front of energetic, dancing crowds. Then I went to Dooley's on Hall Road in M59 area in Utica, Michigan. And the crowd was dead and DJ kind of sucked it. Then I went to Watch's Roost in on Shaner, like between 15 and 16 mile on Shaner, like in Warren, like kind of that area in Warren, Michigan. And it was the best place. The DJ, let's say the disc jockey wasn't no DJ Zack Attack, because it was hit and miss with him. You know, I'm more consistent. You know, when the DJ played 2 or 3 good songs, he didn't keep the flow going. Because when I play my show, I have different sets. I have a funk set. I have a new set. I have a rock set. You know, this guy teased a couple songs for a rock set, then goes back to something else. You know, it's inconsistent. You know what I mean? No one does what I do. You know, DJ was good, like I said, and it was a good place to go because when he hit a home run, the crowd loved it. It's kind of like my parties, you know. It was the closest thing to my New Year's Eve party of what would have been my New Year's Eve party. The crowd was similar to the crowd I would have DJ'd for on New Year's Eve. But now I'm ready to kick off the new year in high fashion with my latest tour, as I'm calling it. Very emotional, impersonal tour to me. It's called A Decade of Attack. I'm celebrating 10 years as a professional disc jockey this year. It's been 10 years since I started DJing for the Romeo High School baseball team, which was kind of like my first professional gig. And I'm dedicating an entire tour to celebrating this accomplishment for me. And I'm celebrating big fashion. The tour kicks off my first gigs of the year on this Decade of Attack tour on the 9th, this Friday, for the Romeo High School basketball game. Doubleheader, boys and girls against Custino. Then we got private surprise 40th birthday party at Laney Miller's Westone in Dryden on Saturday. And I got a website. I just launched the website over New Year's Eve weekend. I will put a link in the description. And it's www.djzackattack.com. That's DJZAKATAK, all one word.com. Like I said, I'll post the link on the description, especially if you watch this video in Southeast Michigan, like to hire me for your next event. I got a website now. And it'll feature some of the videos I post on here on the website, plus some photos of my shows as well. So there you go. Check out my website and all that. Got some gigs this weekend kicking off a Decade of Attack, baby. Now, On with the #1 movie and Billboard #1s. Now, even though I haven't made an Atakline in a couple weeks, the song has remained the same when it comes to #1 movie and #1 album and single. The Hobbit has been the #1 movie for the last 4 weeks in a row on the movie charts with not much competition. Same with Taylor Swift. Now, she did end up losing 1 week to J. Cole. But 1989 has been #1 for 7 non-consecutive weeks. And on the last charting week of 2014, 1989 beat Frozen as the biggest selling album of 2014 with 3.66 million sold after only 2 months of release. That's amazing. That album that came out in October would beat Frozen in the last week of the year as the #1 album of the year. And then Blank Space is still #1 for 7 consecutive weeks on the Hot 100. So Taylor's still on top of Billboard, and so is Hobbit on top of the box office. So nothing's changed in the last 2 weeks. So there you go. Now, on with some new inventions coming out, being unveiled by big companies doing CES in Las Vegas, the Consumers Electronics Seminar. I hope I got that right. So a lot of new inventions, a lot of new services are being provided, including a big thing for streaming. Now, a lot of people these days are cutting cable because cable costs are so expensive, and they cut cable and subscribe to subscription services like Netflix and Hulu to watch their cable shows on demand. But that's the thing. That's the only way to watch it. On demand, you're not able to watch it live. But a lot of new services are coming out to have cable cutters stream live TV without a cable subscription. Now, HBO, I mentioned a few weeks ago that HBO is planning a standalone service of their own to pay for HBO Live without having a cable subscription. Now, Dish Network's launching a new over-the-top alternative bundle called Sling TV, which will make live TV available in a subscription-based package for over-the-top viewing. It'll cost $20 a month, and like I said, it'll appeal to all the cable cutters as select cable networks including ESPN, Disney Channel, TBS, and TNT will be available for streaming. Now, yes, you know there's a lot of channels on here, including Food Network, ABC Family, among others. What everyone's talking about is the channels that aren't available. Now, it's early. Sling TV is a new thing. So they're probably going to get more channels as they go along. But a lot of big channels like AMC and History Channel, all those big channels are not going to be on there. Or FX as well. But, like I said, Sling's a new service in the making. And they're probably going to, like I said, they're going to add more things as it goes along. Add new features and add new networks and all that new thing. And another big negative is the fact you can only watch Sling TV on one device at a time. Usually these subscription services let you watch on more than one device at a time. But not this Sling. You gotta watch on one device at a time, whether it's TV or laptop or app or all that good stuff. The service will be available on tablets and iPads and all that stuff through iOS and Android apps, and Roku, boxes and TVs, Amazon Fire TV, Amazon Fire Stick, the Nexus Player, Xbox One, and Smart TV. No Chromecast support. Probably for, yeah, I don't think there's Chromecast support for that. Probably gonna add that later. So I still have cable. But hey, if I were to cut it off, I could do this service if they had more channels. $20 a month for live streaming on the internet of cable without having to pay for cable and its ridiculous fees. A lot of people may do that. We'll see how Sling does in its initial one. Speaking of Chromecast, I do have Chromecast. I got that for Christmas last year. And in 2013, I got that for Christmas. It's a cool thing. Of course, you can Chromecast devices to your TV. But how about Chromecasting to speakers for audio things instead of TV things? Well, in a long-delayed answer to Apple AirPlay, Google announced today that they're going to have speaker integration that will enable their users to stream music from a select set of music services and apps, including Deezer, Google Play, iHeartRadio, NPR One, Pandora, Audio, Rhapsody, and TuneIn. Of course, notably absent from being able to Chromecast to wireless speakers, not Bluetooth, but Chromecasting compatible speakers. Of course, notably absent is Spotify. But like Sling, they're probably going to add Spotify as a compatible app to Chromecast to speakers later on in the long run. Users with Chromecast can cast any Chromecast-enabled music app to a Chromecast, which will then play via speakers connected to their television, like wireless speakers or whatever. And for those without Chromecast, compatible Chromecast speakers will be added to retail this spring from Denon, LG, and Sony, with other brands to follow. So, we'll see how. I like Chromecast. You know, I use it for, you can Chromecast from devices and computers. They're also going to make Chromecast compatible with other devices, including more smart TVs, gaming consoles, and set-top boxes. So, we should see how this new Chromecasting speaker technology will fare out for Chromecast. There you go. Google making Chromecast compatible with speakers for audio-only stuff besides TV stuff. Visual, you know. You can Chromecast Pandora to TV, but you can't hear it on wireless speakers till just now, so I'm trying to explain it to the best of my ability. I'm a technology geek, but sometimes I'm stuck on some technology, so there you go. Now, if you haven't noticed, I'm wearing my You're Fired shirt. That's because of the bad calls during the Lions game yesterday. That's part of the Attack Sports topics, but I'm wearing this in honor of The Apprentice. Yeah. Apprentice returned last night, Celebrity Apprentice. I'm pissed it's going to be on Mondays now, opposing Raw, but I watched the season premiere last night. It's been a long year since The Apprentice has aired on TV, and I have been a huge fan of The Apprentice since the first season, when it was regular Apprentice with Bill Rancic and that bitch Omarosa and all that. And I do like Celebrity, though. You know, I still have a longing for the old school Apprentice, but I think Celebrity Apprentice has done well. Hey, it's a ratings game. And the ratings were good for the initial debut of The Apprentice, having its highest rating in recent years, with 6.8 million tuning in to the season premiere last night to see Keisha Knight Pullen get fired in the first ask, a fundraising task after not using her big spender. Of course, being connected to Cosby, you should be able to contact him to get money. Now this, we may need to know here, that The Apprentice was shot last spring, right before the allegations came out against Bill Cosby. So, in the whole rape thing. So there you go. It was a decent episode, you know, but the celebrities, I don't know who to cheer on this year. You know, usually I know who to cheer on, these Celebrity Apprentices, but I don't know who to cheer for yet. You know, maybe Gilbert, but I'll see how far he goes. He's a comedian. I thought he's been on here before. But, anyway. You got Kevin Jonas on there. You got Geraldo on there. You got Johnny Damon on there. Tara Owens is on there for the boys. I want Kate Gosselin gone. I hate that bitch. I hate her in the show. And I think there's a snowboard, Jamie Anderson, a couple Real Housewives of Atlanta, and all that shit. I want them gone too, because I hate those type of shows too. And Lisa Gibbons is on there. So, and one thing I don't like about Celebrity Apprentice sometimes is when there's one team that wins every single week. Like 5 weeks in a row the guys win, or 5 weeks in a row the girls win. I don't want to see that this season. We'll see how that goes when Celebrity Apprentice airs at its regular night and time, 8 o'clock on Mondays. I hate when the Apprentice is up against Wall, but unlike the last time Apprentice was up against Wall, I have DVR now, so yay! Thank God for DVR. So there you go. That is it for the first Atakline for 2015. Thank you very much for watching. That in mind, y'all been attacked by the news from Zach. First time saying that this year. Thank you so much. See you later. Once again, happy 2015. Yeah.